But off the field, it was only one word that led to a whole new world of trouble. Singing a rap song in his car on social media led to the University of Florida rescinding Stokes' scholarship offer to the Division I school.
Now, I want to talk about this recent story involving an athlete by the name of Marcus Stokes. Marcus was recently involved in some controversy. The controversy in question was him rapping along to a rap song, and he happened to say the N-word as he was rapping it. Apparently, he posted the clip on his Snapchat, and this 2-second clip that I'm going to show you in just a second had some pretty substantial repercussions. I'm going to play the clip right now. It's literally only 2 seconds. Check it out. So Marcus got a little feisty, if you will, and said the N-word as he was rapping along to the song, and he posted it on Snapchat. The result of this action was pretty harsh, if I do say so myself. But before we get there, some backstory on who Marcus Stokes is. He's a 17-year-old athlete, apparently one of the best high school football players in the country. He committed to playing college football for the Florida Gators back in July, which is obviously for someone who's his age a very big accomplishment. Not everybody gets recruited to a team like this. After this clip of Marcus Stokes rapping along to this song surfaced, things have now taken a turn for the worse. The University of Florida, where Marcus was attending since July, have now officially pulled the scholarship away from him. So they essentially withdrew the scholarship from him after this entire situation.
That social media post shows Marcus Stokes singing a song where he used a racial slur.
He since apologized, but UF's decision to cut ties with him is drawing various opinions. On the field, high school quarterback Marcus Stokes was a serious competitor to contend with. But off the field, it was only one word that led to a whole new world of trouble. Singing a rap song in his car on social media led to the University of Florida rescinding Stokes' scholarship offer to the Division I school. Social media expert Dwan Holmes says words on social media can always come back to haunt you, suspecting the University of Florida saw the viral video as a conflict to their brand.
From a branding perspective, well, it doesn't look good and wouldn't look good if they would potentially move forward with it, because the other thing that we all have to recognize is that there are many African-American players on the team. They are supported by tons of African-Americans.
Holmes says she understands UF's decision because of the hypersensitive society we live in today. She says social media is one of the first places potential employers look to learn more about the job applicant.
They're going to look at your social media communication. It's the way of the world today. And so, again, you've got to be very careful.
News4Jax viewers have different opinions on the punishment Stokes is receiving. Ted writes, "Kids make mistakes, and I assure you, if there was social media when we were kids and we were held to this standard, half of us wouldn't have careers or families. This is sickening, and worse, that a university would back this."
17-year-old Marcus Stokes ended up putting up this apology on his Twitter account. This is what he said. "I was in my car listening to rap music, rapping along to the words, and posted a video of it on social media. I deeply apologize for the words in the song that I chose to say. It was hurtful and offensive to many people, and I regret that. I fully accept the consequences for my actions, and I respect the University of Florida's decision to withdraw my scholarship offer to play football. My intention was never to hurt anybody, and I recognize that even when he said going, but maybe he was supposed to say singing along, but going along with a song. My words still carry a lot of weight. I will strive to be better and to become the best version of myself both on and off the field. I know that learning from my mistakes is a first important step." So my personal take on this young man does not deserve to get his scholarship pulled for saying a word that's in a song. I've talked about this topic in the past regarding, a person who's, let's say, Caucasian, or let's say a person who's not of color saying the N-word when we're talking about rap. I want to preface by saying, if you're not black, personally, I don't think you should say the N-word. That's my personal opinion. However, I won't go too hard on that because, hypocrisy comes into play because I say the word not only privately, but publicly on my platform as well. Some people might say, well, you're black, so it's not hypocritical. To me, at least, it's kind of hypocritical. If I don't want other people to say it, then why am I putting the word out in the air? That's just my mentality. Now, that's as far as the use of the N-word, period. As far as if you're at, let's say, a rap concert, however, I don't think artists should expect their fans not to say a word that they themselves willingly put in their music. The way I look at it, if you go to, let's say, a rap concert as a white person and you rap along to a song that contains the N-word, I won't look at you sideways. I won't call you a racist because, we're all there for the same reason, which is the music. That is an isolated space that serves one purpose. You're there to have a good time and as a way to celebrate the artist artists and the music, how about you actually sing along to this shit? Cause why the fuck are you there otherwise? To enjoy a concert, right? That's not a very popular opinion, especially coming from someone who's black, but you know me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a. The way I look at it, you're not racist if you say the word, because this specific word happens to be a part of this piece of art form that you're consuming as a consumer.
Let white people say it, like, you know what I mean? It's a show. I wrote it, you know what I mean? They paid to see me. They obviously not racist, you know what I mean? Have fun. I mean, I said it. I want y'all to say it. That's why I dropped the beat. Don't be scared.
How's the reaction usually to that? Are they like scared to say it?
Yeah, that's why I stop it and I make them say it. I say, yo, this is a concert. You came and you paid, you support, you put food on my family table. You know what I mean? This ain't about a race thing, it's about having fun. It's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling them to go say it after the show.
Marcus Stokes, however, was not at a concert. He was in an isolated space as well, his car, and decided to record himself saying it and posted that shit on Snapchat. That was a very dumb thing to do, and I want him to slap himself a couple of times because that was very foolish. That being said, I don't think this young man is a bad person for this. A lot of people will look at the mere fact that he said it and, you know, draw the conclusion that he is a bad person, which is unfortunate because it's not like he's maliciously saying it like these kids right here.
Are you a nigger?
I'm glad I recorded that. Well, hey, what's up? How are you?
Whoa, I like your nigger self. You're a nigger.
Now that's what racism sounds like, people. I mean, shit. You hear the passion behind those N-words? They just feel so empowered saying it, sitting in front of their little screens. Marcus Stokes was rapping along to a song that has the N-word in it. Are you telling me we should put him in the same box as these kids that I showed you? Also, I don't know about you, but I don't think a 17-year-old kid should have his entire future ruined for something like this. Obviously, this is a business decision on the university's end. They presumably have a lot of black athletes in the school, some on the team. This is their version of showing that they stand with them. The funny part is, and I can guarantee you this, all the black athletes that the university thinks that they're standing with, if there are any on a team, they probably don't even think this is right because they just lost one of their teammates who would propel the entire team to the top, all because he was rapping along to a record that contained the N-word. I don't think a lot of people are open to the idea that this kid made a mistake. The fact that he took full accountability and said that he fully accepts the consequences for his actions and said that he respects the university's decision to withdraw his scholarship tells me everything I need to know about his character. This is not a bad young man right here. From where I stand, he actually showed more character in his apology than in that 2-second clip. I don't think Marcus Stokes should have his scholarship pulled from under the rug. I think it's a disgrace that the university felt like this was the appropriate response for such a minor thing. No one is going to sit here and tell me that this kid is a bad person because of this one thing. This one thing does not reflect on his overall character. The fact that he posted it, however, reflects on the foolishness he decided to partake in. There's a lot of people, especially young people, who get caught up with social media like this, by the way. This is very common. Y'all go on social media and post a bunch of stupid shit that should never see the light of day that directly affects your pockets. Social media is nothing but a tool. How you use that tool and whether or not you let that tool get used against you, well, that is entirely up to you. Marcus Stokes made a very stupid decision that now has unfortunately changed the trajectory of his career as a young athlete for the worse. I hope he bounces back from this because I don't think this, kid is bad. I mean, I just don't think he should get his future taken away in this kind of fashion, especially for something that's so minor. Anyway, like this video if you enjoyed it. Any thoughts on his story? Do you agree with me when I say that this was not an appropriate response from the university, or do you think I'm crazy for having that opinion? Curious to hear what you have to say, so, let me know in the comment section below, and yeah, I'm out this bitch. Peace. School was very hard. Bitch, I'm very hard.